So, tonight we have a review of something pretty, shall we say, simplistic. But, no. Tonight we have a review of something simple, which is different to simplistic because the gameplay is still fine, even though it is very, very simple, like a single click to play. But there is still a challenge, and we'll have a look as we go along. It's called That One Balloon Game. The author is the DJ Dev. The genre is action. It also has difficult under the tags, which concerns me a little bit. But I don't know. So far, so good. So if we maximize this out, let's just see if we're recording properly. Yes. We have two options, which is a leaderboard, which requires you to log in, but no thanks. And we have the start button. And that's it. There is also no sound. I'm hoping for sounds later once this continues to be developed. I'm assuming it will be. But for now, there is no sound. There is, however, the start button. And we are this balloon, and this floating skull thing is attacking us. And it fires a bubble at us, and we click to hop. So a little bit like Flappy Birds. And then there is a phase at the top, which controls the number of projectiles that are fired at us, from what I've seen. And that is about it. You can click multiple times to fly up. The shots are a little bit homing, but not really. Possibly very, very slightly. And really, it is all about not doing that. That's me screwing up the hopping and getting hit by one of the balls, at which point we seem to zoom in on the enemy and press any button to restart. Again, it wants us to log in because I'm authenticated. Click start again. We start back at phase 1. He does seem to hop up and down based on where we are. Yeah, and I mean that's really it. There is no explanation as to why we're here, what we're doing, which I don't like. I do like a little bit of background lore, even if it's a bit silly. There is no sounds. I would love some kind of sound effects. I think that would really escalate this game to the next level. And there's no other sort of menu controls or anything like that, which I think it's potentially lacking, especially if he adds any complexity to it, which I don't think is really the intention here. Hey, I made it to phase 5. He's firing a bit faster. Phase 6. So I mean that's the game in a nutshell. Dodge the projectiles with a single mouse click or key button. I think spacebar allowed me to hop, and see how high you can get. And it doesn't really get much more simple than that. But like I said, there's a difference between that and simplistic. It's surprisingly fun, and I do recommend giving it a go. Give some love to the dev, and encourage them to go a bit further, to flesh this out with some sounds and other things around it. And I think we could make, say, a pretty solid, fun game here. Remember, Flappy Bird was terrible, and yet it went absolutely ballistic, just because it was something new and interesting at the time. And the way to make games interesting these days is to give them some flavor, some spice along with the meat of the game. Get those sounds in there. The artwork on this is already pretty good. Seems relatively consistent. I mean, let's have a look at it. Yeah, nothing really stands out as this is a different asset set to me. That's a bit silly. This all feels like it fits, so I think the art is fine, if a little bit strange. I do like the happy smile on the face of the balloon. That's quite amusing. the weird grass scape and grass roof on the what looks like a cave cover is yeah, a bit strange. The writing, I don't know, I could do with some border or something, I guess, just to make it a little bit more readable. Yeah, but otherwise it's a single click. I'm wondering if this was made for some kind of game jam or something similar to that. That would be interesting to find out. Let's escape. And one thing before we go, I do want to do is just to see what else this dev has made. Screening trials, screening a lab, the helpful burb, help a bird out, the torchbearer, the torchbearer with wiggles on either side of it, and the mushroom cave-in run. So it's racing, a couple of survivals, unnamed tag, but I'm guessing this is a puzzler. It's made with a Bitsy, a one-bit game engine by Ledoux. Oh, sorry, there's my professionalism showing, as usual. I seem to be controlling this bird thing. So one click thing. I mean, this is very old school Metro. I seem to be stuck here. Oh, I can fly over the trees. But this was I don't think he's sleeping. Okay. Those are bugs that I can eat, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, it's very kind of Commodore. I am Burb. Can you get some food for my little children? They hunger. Thank you. Live, laugh, love. I've collected all the food, dude. Do you count as food? Oh boy. Oh, okay. I feed the little birds. It's weird how mesmerizing this is and cute. Okay, that was a lot. So yeah, this developer and his games are interesting and well recommended, and I suggest coming to have a look at them and giving them some love after that little sideways jaunt into 80s era insanity. The link will be in the browser. If you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more Itchio game reviews that are probably a little bit more organized than this, subscribe and hit that alarm bell. And I really would like to hear some comments from you guys. If you have a moment and you have something to say, or even if you don't have something to say, just say something anyway, because it's better than yelling into the void. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.